Population Control PSA by Sydney Donovan. Population has gotten too out of hand. To limit our exponentially growing population, we will be implementing a new law. This law bans any family from having more than 2 children. Any family that produces more will have to pay a heavy fine along with losing their 3rd child to adoption centers. The law will be put in place immediately. It will be in place until the population is reduced by 30%. All families must follow these precautions no matter status or wealth. Any family currently with 3 or more children will not be affected. Triplets, quadruplets, and anything beyond that will not be separated from their family. A country that would benefit from our policy would be the U.S. The U.S. is at a huge risk for becoming overpopulated. The United States grows enough from their own current citizens, but the U.S. also gains almost 1 million immigrants each year. Following the 2-child policy will definitely help the growing population and solve many other problems the U.S. has, like unemployment. Below is a graph that shows the U.S.'s current population, the growth of citizens each year, and the amount of immigrants they get each year. The 2-child policy was chosen because our population must decline. 2 children was picked over 1 child because it limits the amount of disadvantages to this law. Some of the benefits of our policy are stronger and more available health care, more opportunities for women in the workforce, less of your own finances will be spent on your children, education will improve without overpopulated schools, and unemployment rate will drop. The graph on the right shows the difference between 2 different countries. The one on the left has a higher family size that will continue to grow, which leads to overpopulation. The graph on the right has a population that stays steady because they have a smaller family size. How the 2-child policy has affected other countries. In 1979, China began to use the 1-child policy. This law banned families from having any more than 1 child. China was successful in controlling the population by doing this. China's 1-child policy was thought to prevent over 400 million births. In just 9 years, China's fertility rate dropped by 3.1%. Less people helped improve the medical fields and teaching fields. Families' personal economic growth grew as well. This graph shows China's success in limiting the law. The data shows how quickly the results from limiting family size work. The graph also shows a decrease in per 1,000 people in a population. You can see from 1950 to 2015, the population declined by a lot. The 2-child policy should be enacted on immediately. Population can be controlled fast by doing this, which leads to a variety of benefits. The law must be strictly enforced so we can assure we will get the results we need. Disclaimer: the 2-child policy could lead to an imbalance of gender if selective abortions are performed. It could also lead to a cost of adoption to increase for families that can't produce. For future generations, there may be some financial stress on supporting parents, grandparents, and their own family.